Welcome in, everybody. And if it's your first time dropping in by the channel, we welcome you as always. We got some breaking crypto news. We're going to dive into some shocking developments around the crypto bank discussion. That's right. Kraken, the exchange, is on track to launch a bank very soon. Now, this all coming despite regulatory, quote, weird place that we're in right now with the SEC regulating by enforcement. Kraken does not seem to care. In fact, they were just paying out the SEC recently due to their staking settlement. SEC Chair Gary Gensler said last month that the Kraken settlement, which included $30 million in fines, should, quote, put everyone on notice in the marketplace. And for Kraken, it looks like they're going to move ahead with their plans regardless. So very interesting developments here. We're going to dive into it in this video. All I ask, smash the like button down below, guys. Subscribe down there as well if you love this type of content. So Kraken is moving ahead with plans to launch its own bank despite a challenging regulatory environment that we currently are in. Of course, we're all just wondering here, right? What's going to happen? Just give us some kind of clarity, right? But right now, the SEC is basically just, again, ruling by enforcement. Now, Kraken Bank, this is a quote coming from Kraken's chief legal officer. Kraken Bank is very much on track to launch very soon. Kraken's chief legal officer, Marco Santori, told the Block's Franco Chaparro on the Scoop podcast, we're going to have those pens with the little ball and chains. We're going to order thousands of them and attach them to the desks of Wall Street banks everywhere with our logo. So a new bank born from the crypto sector would come at a pretty tumultuous time, right? For an industry still kind of getting over the FTX collapse. But there have been many also enforcement actions taken right now by the SEC. SEC Chair Gary Gensler said last month the Kraken settlement, again, which included $30 million in fines, should put everyone on notice. Now, Santori declined to discuss anything related to the SEC settlement in detail. He says it does, of course, affect pretty dramatically our product mix in the U.S., adding that the SEC move will push American clients who want staking services offshore to far riskier exchanges. This is a good point. It's really indicative of a pretty unfortunate situation here stateside, he said. We've got a regulatory environment that's essentially forcing users to go offshore in using their exchanges and will gladly accept their business with so little as a VPN. Now, with crypto-friendly bank Silvergate shutting down its widely used Silvergate exchange network amid capitalization troubles, Santori said that Kraken's banking relationships were secure and that the exchange had a diversified group of banks all around the world. I'll say this about Kraken. They're one of the oldest existing and probably most regulated exchange in the United States. Not a lot of people know just how big and how long Kraken has been doing this thing. They're one of the OGs in the space, and they have been very, very solid for a very long time. It says here in this last quote from Santori, we're returning to an era where banks are going to be very cautious as to what accounts they open. Wall Street is going to be fine. Kraken and Coinbase are going to be okay. But the guy and gal who has a new idea about how to provide infrastructure for the crypto economy, it's going to be a really tough road for the next few years for them, no question. That is, if they are a U.S.-based company, because of all of the uncertainty. And we don't have exactly a blueprint right now for a new startup company. And so it is kind of stunning innovation a little bit. We need to figure this out in terms of a regulatory framework sooner rather than later. But no matter what, Kraken on track to launch a bank, quote, very soon, despite regulatory weird place. We'll be keeping tabs on this for you. As always, appreciate you guys for stopping back by the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe down below.